Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Saber Brick Studios. My name is Jeremy. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm officially at Brickworld Chicago 2022. This is day 2 of the private days just for the kind of vendors and displayers here at Brickworld Chicago. And as you guys can tell, I've already set up both of my mocks completely. Me and Dylan set up the Barracuda Bay and Sharktooth Bay over there, as well as the Black Pearl that made it into this mock, as well as my clone Coruscant base during Order 66. So I can't wait to show you guys both these mocks in detail now that you can see them both together at the same time. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, starting with the Sharktooth Bay. As you guys can tell, the Black Pearl is fully set up with all the minifigures as it would be. This is fully loaded with cannons on both sides and the bottom deck, which is pretty awesome. As you guys do know, this Black Pearl is completely modular. All parts of this do come off relatively easily. As you guys can see here, I just removed that top area. You can see the captain's quarter. Jacks, of course, a little messy. Both these side parts and panels do come out kind of similar to the set, but I kind of customized it, which was pretty awesome. So that's what this looks like with all that kind of stuff open. All right, so now that all that stuff is kind of put back where it is, you can see Gibbs and Captain Jack Sparrow there, as well as a few other pirates kind of sitting there, or standing there, I should say, ready to kind of take their blasts at the Sharktooth Bay, which I'll get to in a second. As we move along the deck, guys, you can see some of the other details throughout this, like the anchor and all that kind of stuff. Front area. The sail design is the same on the set. I just kind of wanted to make this a double-decker set as it would be in the movie. So now I'm going to remove the top deck and show you guys some of the interior on the Pearl. Alright guys, so I've successfully removed both upper decks of the Black Pearl that you guys can see here. There's an entire upper area here that is modular that you guys can see down into the kind of lower decks of the Black Pearl. I customized the set because I wanted to have a bottom deck for it. So I put a couple boats there and a whole bunch of cannons and other stuff like that. Kind of spread out. Obviously only this side is open right now just because they're taking blasts at Sharktooth Bay, like you guys can see here. And there's a couple pirates here doing some kind of lazy work here and firing a few of the cannons. And then of course there's a prison area in the front with Davy Jones. I know it's kind of hard to see there. And a couple other of his crew that are kind of stuck underneath there. And then here's this kind of front area up here. There's just one figure here taking a blast. Pretty proud of how this thing came out. It's very hard to kind of manage to build this without a lot of these boat hull parts. So I just had to kind of expand this down here on the bottom. So that worked out pretty nicely. So yeah, I'm gonna put this thing back together to move on to the next part of this build. All right guys, so now that we got the Black Pearl out of the way, we're gonna take a look at the actual Cove and Barracuda Bay ship, which we designed this afterwards. You guys can tell here, there's a small rowboat here being surrounded by sharks. This of course is called Sharktooth Bay. There's quite a bit of sharks in here. Like I was saying guys, this bay is designed to be a shark tooth. As you guys can tell, the kind of island section is shaped like a shark tooth. Generically, of course, it's a little rough. I guess the pirates just named it that. So yeah, as we move throughout this, guys, you can tell there's an entire pier kind of jutting out here that the Barracuda Bay ship is docked to, as well as a couple other smaller boats here. It is 2 studs high, including the plate underneath there as well. Definitely really cool design that me and Dylan were able to build here. Really proud of it. We used some of these similar lanterns from the Barracuda Bay ship. Instead, we also took a lot of inspiration from Sea of Thieves to kind of design this dock area here. This is personally one of my favorite areas that Dylan built here. Definitely really cool. There's a cannon underneath there, a couple of lanterns and other kind of Easter eggs and stuff like that thrown throughout. We work our way to the kind of island portion of this. There is of course more ships and docks and other pirates and other figures, some dogs and crabs. Moving out to this area, even get dogs surfboarding, which is pretty funny with these dolphins. And there's also a statue that was actually in the Barracuda Bay set that we really liked and thought it looked really cool in the sand. So we kept that the way it was. I think it looks really great, as long as monkeys don't fall from it from the palm trees here. And then on the rest of the island, guys, you can tell there's a man who's lost his chickens coming off the port and dock area over there. Pretty unfortunate, but there's also a bunch of other chests and animals and other stuff spread throughout here. Even a pirate who's been in the bathroom too long, apparently. And then over here, guys, we get to the actual kind of seaport part of this. There's kind of a small little outpost here for trading and stuff like that with some seagulls on it, of course. Another kind of kayaks and rows over here that can be used and stuff like that. There's also a small food vendor here. This was one of my favorite areas that Dylan built as well. As you guys can tell, this whole thing is 2 studs up on this kind of brown pillar to make it kind of seem like it's right above the water, partially in the back and then on the island on the other parts. As I work my way around here, guys, you guys can see there's a small sailboat on this side that's docked here just for fun. Pretty awesome design there. And then there's also this whole dock kind of section over here with the blacksmith area, another kind of food and treasure chest here as well. So that is the entire kind of Barracuda Island area here. Of course, the ship is the last and final detail, of course, in the Sharktooth Bay mock. This ship wasn't really changed that much. Just it has a bunch of cargo and loot that the pirates are offloading, and the Pearl has obviously kind of seen that and is coming in to kind of attack it and steal that loot and cargo. So that is the entire Sharktooth Bay mock. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but now we're going to jump into the kind of Republic side of it, and I will see you guys then.